Hello. Okay, so I'm back with Jupiter in the sign of Aries. Jupiter in the sign of Aries actually is a person to where they are pretty confident. And yes, I understand that it goes with the location that this is in, what the house is in, but usually pretty confident in the area where their position at, in whatever this position is in their houses. They're pretty confident and they move forward with great passion, and they don't let restraints hold them back. They are able to go past boundaries and lead the way for others, being very creative, innovative, and putting themselves as number one. In order, that energy of putting themselves as number one, they feel like, okay, I gotta go out and fight the war, and I gotta go out and resolve it, and then to be able to turn around and let the people go, rescue the rest of the people, show them what they're dealing with, so it's like, I'm gonna fight the war, I'm gonna be first. There's that me first attitude that comes up along with this placement, but I feel like it's for a good reason. Jupiter in Aries could be, very, very into itself with that me first attitude, especially when it comes to learning, when it comes to the first to travel somewhere or complete a big task, when it comes to how inventive you can be. Yes, you're going to have that me first attitude, and you're going to be very, very competitive, like on a grand scale. This is not in a little way. I'm talking like on a grand scale. You're going to be very competitive because you have Jupiter energy where you will go as far as doing things really big in a great big way to be competitive, to stomp out the competition, to win. And you look at it almost like it's on a battlefield, and the people that's riding with you, you charging all the way straight forward, passionately, aggressively, and you dying for them, you riding for them, and you going all the way in. But your enemies, oh boy, they gotta watch out, because you will try to stomp them out in the grandest way possible. Do you understand? Okay, so I would love to have a Jupiter and Aries fighting on my side, fighting on my team. I would love it. So if you got Jupiter and Aries in the 5th house, for an example, you can have a lot of fun. Like, people could go to you to have fun, to lead the party, to bring something, a creative idea when it comes to setting up for the party. You can even be someone that has a business dealing with children, working with children, but you won't just have the business working with children. You can put a psychological twist on it to where children are learning, but they're having fun at the same time. And the way that you decorate it, the way that you come across with it is going to be different from everybody else's facility. Everybody else's, because you be done checked out the other people nearby, the other companies, the other businesses, and you're going to try to make sure that you have something unique that you have to offer them in order to bring them in for business, because you're dealing with Aries. Yes, while Scorpio is the sign known for business, right, or accumulating money, they're excellent when it comes to business and accumulating people's money, but Aries is good at business as well, because you just go for it and you look for all the ways to make that business work and to make it happen. But when you got Jupiter there, you have luck in these things. Your luck comes from your confidence, from your ability to be self-assertive, for your ability to just be creative, to be original, should I say, and a bit of an innovator, because you got Jupiter there as well. And your ability to lead, right? Lead through your originality and the confidence that you have in this. Your ability to demonstrate what you learn or information. So if you are going to be like an instructor or a teacher, you will be good with demonstrations. Like, you will be good with showing people, hey, look, this is what such and such did. This is what I did. I'm a prime example of of you getting to where you need to go. You could be very hands-on, a very hands-on learner or teacher or instructor. Okay? So, wow, it's like a lot. Like I said, with each of these signs and placements, there's so much that could be said. But with so little time, I just give you a general understanding, and then I'll come back and I'll elaborate on it with different videos as I go along, okay? And in different houses. But right now, Jupiter and Aries, your luck comes when you push past boundaries in a way that of leadership, okay? I'm going to tell you, and when I say leadership, I mean leadership that not only benefits you, it benefits others. It benefits you. It benefits others for you to learn yourself and for you to grow. Okay? Where this could come off as a leadership role that is highly positioned to go in the favor, like in an aggressive manner, to where it's dominating over other people, and to where other people don't get the chance to really say what they have to say or integrate what they need to integrate, you know, so it can make it hard for you to work for other people. That's one thing. Or under people, and it can make it hard as well for other people to work under you. If the energy is operating in a position to where it has to grow and learn through experience, like a retrograde Jupiter in Aries, you may find yourself having a lot of delays when it comes to even education. Well, not necessarily education in itself, but just everything under the umbrella of Jupiter, you know, when it comes to controlling certain aspects of yourself that you need to apply in a particular direction to get or to gain some type of, basically to get to the next level. Okay? To gain some type of authority, or to get to the place that you need to go. To get on the other side of what's holding you back, and you find out it's yourself. Because there may be places where you need to bend that you're not allowing yourself to bend at. There's places where you need to learn where you may not be allowing yourself to learn at. It's just that type of thing, okay? It doesn't mean that you can't get it. But you realize that with the Jupiter retrograde in Aries. You realize that along the way. Like, oh my God, I see where I have self-sabotage. But nonetheless, Jupiter in Aries is a progressive leader. Like, is passionate, is full on. Whatever they believe in, that's what they're going to be about. They will fight for that. Okay? Very much into fighting for that. And it doesn't have to be physical. It could be physical, but it doesn't. Because we're talking about Jupiter here. So it's in a way to where you can turn around and you can allow your experience to help others, lead the way for others. And this could be very good in business as well, depending on what house that it's in. If it's in the 8th house, okay, boom. You could be very lucky in business ventures and just businesses that you open. Even if you get other people, you can run it and other people can work for you. Like, you can have an organization, actually, because you could be like the head of it. And especially anything to where you got to put people into positions. Like, okay, you play this position, you play this position, you play this position. This is good for like somebody that's in the military or inside of a military structured environment, like the police or something. Okay. So women with husbands with displacement. Okay, your husband could be in a high position in the military, or their life could have changed around when they joined some type of job or organization to where it was more strategic, you know, to where they had to follow some type of order because it helped shape them and focus their energy more. They could also be very good in business, but more than anything, they're going to be great leaders. Now, they could be a bit argumentative, especially and pushy, especially when it comes to getting their point across and wanting to be heard and it could be hard to get yours across and to be heard sometimes. But all in all, they are going to be those ones that push you to do better. They're going to be those ones who jump on board, and they may sign up for something extra, whether it be extra work or some type of project they put themselves in, and then they're going to need your help to help finish it. Okay, they just initiate it, they get it started. They could also want to play the background a lot too, so they can have something go successful. They could start something successful, but then they're like, okay, well, I need your help for you to be up to the forefront and just like continue taking it over. Because as much as they want attention, at the same time, they like to have their distance. They like to have their time in the background, you know. But they could be gregarious. They could be, you know, the fun ones. Like, people look towards them for encouragement and to go to them for things, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like, why do you keep going to them for the answers or whatever? But all in all, your husband could possibly be just like a game changer. Your husband could be the leader, an innovator, very creative, and they find luck when they allow themselves to be and to thrive in these areas and be these things. Like if they're a minister, if they're running something, if they're talking to massive groups of people. I mean, really groups of organized people, because when we're dealing with Neptune, we're dealing with more of the masses, okay? So if they're allowing themselves to be in that position, that's where their luck comes from, and that's where they thrive in, you know. So, yeah, this has been Jupiter in Aries, and I'm Butterfly to Light. I will be back next time.